And here is your stem.
Okay, ma'am, ready.
Both are ready?
No, I need to open it from the book.
Yes, take your time.
Surgical doctors. I'm working for Mr. Mann. Please, can I confirm that you're a relative to the patient?
Yes, the wife of Mr. X. I've come here. I've been waiting for so long to talk to Mr. Mann. Where is he, by the way?
Okay, that's the reason why I'm here. Unfortunately, Mr. Mann was called in for an emergency and he had to attend to an emergency. So I'm here to stand in for him and I'm here to help you. So please, do you mind if we sit down so we can get to talk, please?
No way. Come on. I've been waiting here for so long, and he had given me time that he'll come and discuss my husband's case with me. Where is he now? Can you ring him and tell him that Mrs. X is sitting and waiting for him?
Oh, I'm very sorry. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, he was called for an emergency. It was actually scheduled for you to meet with him, but unfortunately, he was called for an emergency, which was life-threatening. And calling him now is going to, interfere with him, the surgery he's going in for. So please, do you mind if I get to talk to you about it? Don't worry, I'll get to relay to him everything we get to talk about, and maybe we can reschedule an appointment for you to get to see him.
Okay. So what is that you have to tell me? I'm worried about my husband's situation. It's so much painful for him. He cannot even breathe. So I wanted to discuss with Mr. Mann if there is anything he can do for
Yeah,
my
that's
husband.
okay. I really understand your concerns, and that's why I'm here. And unfortunately, Mr. Mann is not here because of the emergency. So, first of all, today was supposed to be your husband having to do the CT scan, but unfortunately, the machine is bad and will only be available by next week. And I'm really sorry to tell you that because that was supposed to be the next stage in getting to help him. But don't worry, there can be other alternatives like we can use a machine we call an ultrasound scan. It's just like what we do for pregnant women. So it can help us see how much of the fluid is in there and then also get to look at the liver, which is an organ in our tummies, on the right side of our tummies, right? I'm very sorry that the machine is not working currently.
But what are other alternatives you said? Why don't you do one of those?
Like I said earlier, it's an alternative. We're doing the ultrasound scan, but I'll have to speak with Mr. Mann and get to hear his own view and what he has to say. Don't worry, I'll get to update him on our conversation.
If CT scan is not working at your place, why don't you transfer my husband to a place where this scan is available and it's functional?
Okay, so it just happened that our CT scan got bad, and I'll still need to speak with Mr. Mann. In the if it so happens that that happens to be the option available, then no problem. But in the meantime, we'll have to explore other options, like I said, doing a scan and at least getting to see how much fluid is in his tummy. Then when Mr. Mann is back, I'll discuss with him and then we can plan a transfer if need be.
Twice you've repeated, but did not mention MRI.
Okay.
Okay. How about shifting or transferring my husband to another hospital? Since you do not have the resources to fix the CT scan, maybe at other hospitals there is available.
Yes, that can be an option. Don't worry. But like I said earlier, I'll need to speak with Mr. Man and get to have his own opinion. And then if that's the case, then we'll need to transfer you to another place where you can do the CT scan.
Doctor, what are you trying to tell me? Does my husband has cancer?
Okay, it's a very good question. Unfortunately, from the test we did, the samples we took to the lab, unfortunately, it showed that there were cancer cells in the specimen. But however, we can't tell how much it has spread and how much is affecting him. That's the reason why we scheduled a CT scan. But unfortunately, our machine is bad and will only be
So,
available next week.
if it is cancer, doctor, shouldn't you be operating on my husband to remove this angry bit?
Okay, that's a good question too. But we don't just operate on patients that has cancer because we have to look at the benefits compared to the risks of operation. And one of the ways we can get to ascertain if your husband can go in for surgery is we getting to know how well or how much the cancer has spread. That's why we needed to do the CT scan so that we can plan on how we can treat him if he's going to need surgery or not. Because in some cases, surgery can be a lot more risky than even the cancer itself.
Okay. Is there anything you can do about his shortness of breath? He can hardly breathe properly. He's in too much pain.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I understand your concern. The struggle to breathe in is because of so much fluid in his tummy. But don't worry, we will give him some medications that will help him reduce the much fluid in his tummy. And then I'll also update Mr. Man. And then if there are extra measures we need to take to reduce the fluid in his tummy so he can breathe well, we'll do just that.
Okay. So when are you going to do those measures?
No problem. I'll get you the prescription. I'll give you the medications. Then I'll also speak with Mr. Man. And if he has any other additions on what we need to do, and then we'll get to do it and I'll get back to you soonest, okay?
Okay. So what am I supposed to be doing for my husband meanwhile, doctor?
Okay, so like I said, in the meantime, since we can't do a CT scan, we can do the ultrasound scan. At least let's know how much of the fluid and it can give us an idea of how much the cancer is already affecting him while we wait for the CT scan or while we wait for the anticipated transfer after I speak with Mr. Man.
Okay. How would you end the consultation?
Okay, so I would like to repeat everything that I said again. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry that Mr. Man was not around because I knew you wanted to see him, but he was called in for an emergency, and that's why I came here to see how well I can help. And also, our CT scan is currently not functional. So in the meantime, we can give your husband some medications that can help reduce the fluid in his tummy. And then you can also do an ultrasound scan in the meantime to see how much the cancer is affecting him and how much fluid is in his tummy. And then I'll
Okay.
relay to him our conversation.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you.